Namaste.
Morning glow, it hugs the leaves, whispering trees in gentle breeze. Nature hums a sweet old tune beneath the warmth of rising moon. A calming wave, it rides the sea. With every breath you come to me. In stillness echo hearts unwind, our souls in harmony we find. Listen close to silence speak. In the quiet our hearts peak. Moments drift like falling rain. In the stillness we find gain. We met between the almost and the maybes, in a season that kept slipping out of tune. I was counting hours, you were counting reasons, both of us pretending we had nothing left to lose. Every word felt right but landed late, like a letter sent to the wrong address. I still hear your name in empty spaces, even when I'm trying not to guess.
Namaste.